I'm going to start moving stuff onto the site, guys. All right, I'm going to start doing that. So I'm going to start with my living dining pieces. I'm going to grab them and I'm going to group them. Okay, group the objects so that when I grab it, I can just take the whole thing at once. And let's go to the low part of the topography. Okay, this is the low part of your topography. Right. Let's go ahead and move one edge from endpoint to the top point of this topography. And now it's aligned. We can start moving it onto the site. Okay. Let's grab it again and drag it back somewhere in the middle of the site. Now I can't leave this here, right? First of all, it sinks more than 4 feet. And second of all, it's just right up to the property line, right? It's right up to the edge of where the site is. You can't do that. Please make sure everybody on their projects that your project is inside of the edge. Like move it inside of the edge, right? Often there are students that come in and their project is right on the edge. Just go, well, it's part of my site. Well, no, you're going to have eventually setbacks probably. And it just doesn't make sense to hug the property like this at this stage. All right. So I'm going to take this guy like so. I'm going to move him back a little bit. Maybe over here. Okay. How much did this sink in? All right. So I'm going to actually grab it and move it up 4 feet. Where's our clipping plane is a little bit in the way, so. Okay. Actually, I'm going to move it up another 2 feet because I think I can just, so 2 feet. There we go. I think I'm happy with this relationship. This guy actually sits on the topo. And this guy is sunken 2 feet. I'm going to start here. Okay, that's not the end of everything. I'm going to manipulate it later, but at least I know I have a vertical condition that kind of works all right. Okay, and if your box doesn't fully sit on a topography like this, it's okay if it sticks out a little bit. But I think it's a little weird if it sticks out that much. Okay, now we know that's not going to hold itself up, right? It's going to tip over. Now, the reality is there's ways around this. You can bring topography around it, right? And you can make it work. But for the sake of argument now, we're going to try to keep it as minimal as possible. So I think I'm going to do that. Satisfied. I think that's fine for now. My next step is I think I want to bring the corridor. So let's go ahead and move one of these guys over, and I'm going to turn him 90 degrees, and I'm going to turn off my sight just for a moment here. Just hide it so I can move my hallway and connect it to this piece right there. Okay, so now I know I can walk out from there into the hallway and go to the other pieces of the program. I need to make a decision on how to intersect these guys. I think I'm going to move this guy. Okay, that's fine. I have an intersection this way. I think the next thing I want to move this guy out away from this guy so they're not flush, because we don't want a condition like this, right? This flush condition doesn't work. So I'm going to move it away that way, minus 2 feet. All right. So that works fine, right? Let's bring back the topo, see what the topo is giving us. Okay, it's sitting on the topo, which is fine. So I'm going to leave that the way it is for now. I'm not going to put a set of steps there. I think it's okay if that's level. But I don't like the way this is biting into that. It's a little too close. So I'm going to select everything and move them slightly away from that piece of topo. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab another piece, maybe this guy, and I'm going to make an intersection. Okay, I'm going to move that guy from that endpoint to the endpoint of the first hallway. Okay. Then I'm going to sink that guy down by 2 feet maybe. And I'm going to move him back by, let's say, 4 feet. Why did I do this? So I did this because I want these guys to distinguish each other, right? To be distinguished from each other. I don't want them to just butt up against each other like that. So how about, I'm going to check myself, see if anything is more than 4 feet in. I don't think so. I think we're okay. I'm going to hide this guy real quickly, and I'm going to make this, I'm going to hide actually also the topo. Okay, because I want to manipulate this hallway. Now I'm going to select, sub-object select just that face. I'm going to go 16 feet in the direction of the arrow. Made it a little bit longer. Let's get rid of the ISO curves. And I'm going to bring back all my other things. Okay, so now I see that I have an intersection here. So that's what I wanted.